This right here is a perfect example of emulation taken to the next level. You're fast behind, being in 8th grade, already talking about having 2 kids and not being married. I wonder where that comes from. All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to the back and forth, everybody.
Yes,
hey,
welcome.
Excuse that intro. It didn't make any sense. And there's a reason why it didn't make any sense. But in order for you to understand it, you got to make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so you know the next time we put out some content on the back and forth. So just do that. The reason it didn't make any sense was because we ran across something on the interweb that some of you co-parents might have dealt with in your life, or you may have known somebody to do something such as this. Chanel, go ahead and cue it up. I'm throwing it in the middle of the screen with the magic of technology.
And I asked them to tell me what their goals were. This one
The young lady said that she wanted to have 2 kids. So I said, so are you going to have a husband? And she said, nope. And I said, please tell me why you would choose in the 8th grade to have a goal of having 2 kids and not be married. She said, because if I'm married to him, I can't collect child support.
And then she said, why should I marry a man that I have kids by? He might have issues or something. He might be on drugs. And I said, well, if he's too bad to be your husband, do you really think he's going to make a better father? A group of 8th grade girls, and I asked them to tell me what their goals were.
Wow.
Ooh.
Woo! It's time for the benediction now.
Chanel, ladies first. Go ahead.
Look, I've been saying this all this time. We've been shooting for what, almost a year now? Over a year. Over a year now. And I have been saying this for a long time. Those of you that already have kids, God bless you. But those of you that are thinking about having the unprotected sexual relations, be mindful of that. Because if this man isn't good enough for you to marry, what kind of father you think he's going to be? Okay? Now, yes, there are some people that are terrible husbands, but maybe great fathers. But, do you want to take that chance? And I think that's what this teacher was trying to explain to this 8th grader. We haven't even talked about her whole idea of collecting child support, Kev. Go ahead.
The word for today is emulation. And I'm going to say, I say emulation because if you follow me on the social and the medias on Instagram, you'll know I always have videos about little kids and how they mock their parents, or they may mock their grandparent when they're walking. You see a little kid making fun of the old person. They don't know what they're doing. They're just mimicking what they see. So this right here is a perfect example of emulation taken to the next level. You're fast behind, being in 8th grade, already talking about having 2 kids and not being married. I wonder where that comes from. Because now we're trying to get the bag instead of trying to secure a household with a family that's together. I don't want to have all the emotional issues that go along with it because I don't see anyone else doing it that way. So I'm looking at it from the child support side. Here's the thing about child support, people. And if you followed us on this show enough, you know we talked about child support. We talked about parents trying to get more child support from another parent because the person they're with makes money. That's probably was one of our shows. You got something about child support being too much. It's too expensive to be paying child support and having your children on your weekend. But if you're in this for the money, one thing that's missing is the love.
Wow.
Who are we doing this for? Is it for status? So we can get some money so we can go out and do stuff for ourselves? Or are we doing stuff for our children? Because, child support is supposed to help you with the child, not help you go out and get your Gucci, your Fendi, whatever you want to buy. So that's where I'm coming at it from. That's my opener. I'm just going to tease that a little bit, Chanel. I'm going to tease that. I'm going to show you a little lit arm and pull it back. I was about to say show you a little leg and pull it back, but I can't do that.
Lord. Lord. Please don't. Please don't. We're good. We already got the full picture of you, so we good.
So you see what you think on that one, Chanel?
Yes, I definitely can see it from that viewpoint, Kev, in terms of, looking at this as a come up opportunity and not even considering the well-being of your future children. It's like, instead of going out to get a college degree or getting a trade or anything that's going to better yourself in life, you're thinking, my goal is I'm going to have 2 kids because that's going to be my cut up. That's going to be my, that's my future goal. That's my financial plan. Yeah.
All money ain't good money. Because I'm about to say something. Go ahead.
No, well, I was gonna say was that even the idea that my financial goal, my financial planning is this, that means you're going to be very intentional about what man you choose. I mean, this is a whole premeditated situation.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's really sad.
Well, I mean, we got goals, and then we got goals. GOE. Else. Yeah. What I mean is, you got things you strive for, which are your goals, things you want to achieve. And then you got those things that you try to go, and it's going to cause you to catch an L on the back end of it. You see, not that having a child is a losing situation, but to be intentional about trying to do something just for the money, and you have excluded the child, because there's a child involved in the situation.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing it just for the child support, I'm hoping, no, I don't even say that. I suggest that whoever you are, that you do your research, because if you're dealing with somebody and you get pregnant from that person, I'm hoping they don't have any other children. Because they have other children, your child support may not be what you think it's going to be. If they don't have a good job, your child support may not be what you think it's going to be. If they are financially secure and can take care of said child, you may lose your child and may not get any child support either.
Absolutely.
So we have to be careful. We have to be careful as parents, the things that we are putting in front of our children and showing them that it's okay. You see what I'm saying? So our children look at us and they are learning from us. They are learning how to react and learning how to respond. What stimulates them, what gets on your nerves, if they emulate you, may begin to get on their nerves. And the next thing you know, you have a twin. But your twin does not have the years of experience and knowledge that you have. But trifling is as trifling does. And this right here is a trifling situation. And this teacher, I'm quite sure she was taken aback by the comments that came out of an 8th grader's mouth to already have something set in her emotion, saying that this is what I'm striving for.
Yeah.
So this is where I was coming at from the beginning when I was talking about having the cow or getting the milk and having the cow too. Something similar to that. I want the milk. I don't want the cow though, because it comes as a package. I got it right that time. I think I got it right. Did I got it right? You don't even know yourself. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why we're in this situation right now.
The quote goes, Kev, why buy the milk? Why buy the cow if you get the milk for free?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I said. You didn't hear it though, because you heard what you wanted to hear.
Okay. You're right, Kev.
Why buy the milk when you can have the cow for free?
Right, when you can have the cow for free.
Or milk the bull, whatever you want to do.
Whatever. But yes, you got the context correct. Yes, we're not buying any. If we're getting it for free, we get what we want to get for free. Why we gonna buy it?
Oh.
So.
You're not walking away from that one. You heard me. What I said?
I said you're right. Whatever you said. It's
I said, why milk the bull when you can get the stuff for free?
Well, you're gonna get killed trying to milk a bull. So. Milk a bull if you want to.
He might not move.
He dead then.
So, Chanel, this is one of those topics that, I feel sorry for that generation if that's what the goals are. I'm not saying every child's the same, but this teacher has to, and she has to be careful not to overstep her bounds too. She can't, she can ask the question, but she can't go saying too much because, the child goes home to mom and next thing you know, we got mom coming up to the school and stuff like that. So we have to be careful. We don't want to overstep our bounds, overstep the boundaries. And, she has a job to educate the youth and show them there's a better way, because there is a better way than this.
Absolutely. We got to. And she's a teacher. She's probably don't have the time to really dig into the psychology of it all, to really help her. But I think it will be helpful for this young lady to really understand the gravity of what this particular goal is. It's so much more deeper than that, than just getting child support.
And we have to understand too. We know our children, and I say we know our children, but do we know how to communicate with our children? Different personality types. Chanel knows where I'm going with this. You got dominant, you got inspirational type people. You got cautious, and you got strategic type people. And if you don't know how to communicate with your child, you may be missing the mark, because you may have a highly emotional child and you may be a no nonsense person, and you may be bearing down on that child for crying or getting emotional, and you don't know how to talk to that child. And so that's why we as parents, it's important that we get to know our child, not just trying to treat them the way we were treated when we were children, not blowing them off when they may be going through something emotional, and not carrying your trauma and putting it on them. Because if you're going through stuff and they are in the vicinity of it, it's basically rolling down onto them. So we have to be careful as parents that we are modeling ourselves for something that they would hope to achieve. A person that they will hope to be like, or better than. We always want the best for our children. I want my children to be better than me. That's just what we shoot for. So this right here, though, 2 kids, not being married, the cycle is going to repeat itself. And we wonder why we don't get out of the situation that we're in. And we wonder why, growing up, I saw people sitting on the porch growing up. And then the next cycle of kids, the next generation of kids end up doing the same thing. They become older people and they're sitting on the porch in the same neighborhood.
Wow.
And haven't moved on or progressed. But are quick to talk about somebody else who's trying to make something of themselves and do better. We have to be careful, people, and we got to do better.
Yeah. And encourage, really encourage and empower our young people to, even if we fell into that somehow, we inadvertently fell into that, or we ended up that way, or, we started off that way and we're trying to be better, to empower them to be better, they don't have to start off that way. Yes. Share with them, be transparent enough and share with them the pitfalls so that they can avoid where the pitfalls are.
Yes.
They don't have to fall into the pitfalls because you fell into them.
Break these generational curses.
Absolutely.
One curse at a time. Chanel, another great topic, another great week. I'll be scouring the interwebs to be finding other good topics out there, because there's always something out there every day, and we're going to do our best to bring it to you. And if you want to know what we're bringing to you, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button.
Absolutely.
So you know when we put that stuff out there for y'all, because we're going to be putting it out there weekly. So y'all got to keep up with us. And you never know, something may be down the line coming. We may be trying to do a live show somewhere. Manifestation. Manifestation. We're gonna manifest this thing. We're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring it to fruition. Bring it to fruition. You know. And if y'all like what y'all see, just say, hey, why don't y'all bring the show here? Bring it to so and so city. Now, if you know, we gotta look at the budget. Right now, the budget is 0. So we gotta look at the budget. And see what we can work. See what we can put into our budget. See what we can work in our budget. But we are looking forward to one day bringing this to you all live and in person. But be on the lookout for that. I'm speaking into existence because it will happen one day. So just be on the lookout for the back and forth live in your area.
Coming to a city near you.
Coming to a
city near you.
Near you. Not in the city, but near you on the outskirts of the town. Because we can't get inside there in the country because we can't afford it because our budget says it's a little scrunchier. The way our checking account work is. No. Chanel, I'm going to tell these people to stay safe and be blessed. What you got?
Put God first. Put God first. Let him lead you.
Oh, that was abrupt. You ended that one real quick.
Just let them lead you.
Hey, people. I'm always going to end with something witty, but on this one right here, I'm going to tell you all to make sure you strive for something better, and hopefully your kids can be better than you are. And that's all I got, guys. That's all I got. Boom.